Welcome back everyone to another photography adventure. Today I'm out at the Madison School Forest located in Wisconsin, and I am going to be trying something. I don't honestly know how this is going to go. So what I'm doing, I've got my Canon M6 Mark II and I've got the 70 to 300 telephoto lens on it. So with that being said, I'm gonna head out into the woods and try to make some good pictures using a telephoto lens. So stay tuned for the adventure. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna start out here. I got the campground cross trail. So I don't know, looks like it goes down that way though. But I'm gonna try to make the most of this, and here's hoping I get some truly kick butt shots. Okay, so I came across a little composition I like here. Gonna try to do this. So because I've got a telephoto lens, I focused a little ways, or I got my composition lined up a little ways down the path in front of me here. And what I'm gonna try to do is take advantage of this telephoto and blur the path on the way in. If you're using a telephoto lens in a tight space, that is one thing you can take advantage of, is using that focal blur to get just what you want. So I'm gonna focus right on the path, shoot this at f9, and hopefully this will turn out good. Okay, well there it is, and here it is. Okay, so I came across another composition I like here, and again using a telephoto lens and using the blur it gives to get a shot of these cool little purple flowers right here. Let me try to show you that composition. Okay, so I know it's a little hard to see, but this is what I'm going for. So I've got these little front ones in focus here, if you can see, and then as it goes into the back, I'm blurring it, so gonna try to do something cool with this. I guess we'll see in a sec here. Okay, so with that being said, let's get to taking this. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get even more blur on this. Looks like I was able to get down to f3.2. I do have a speed booster on this lens, because yeah, it's an EF lens and on an M system, so might as well try to get the maximum amount of light I can get into it. But with that being said, I'm at f3.2, ISO 100, 1/60th of a second. And let me just try to nail this focus right where I want it. I'm failing. Manual focus, here we come. Oh, gotta actually set it on the lens. There we go. Okay, I think I got my focus set. Let's snap this picture. Okay, there we go, done, and I will share it with you right now. Okay, so I came across another composition. Another beautiful use for a telephoto lens is if you're trying to take pictures of plants. Because with the telephoto, you can use that massive blurring from the telephoto effect, and you can really do cool things. So I found this cool little patch of berries, and I'm gonna shoot a picture of it and share it with you here in just a second. So this one is going to be ISO 100, an eighth of a second, and f4. Okay, hopefully one of those will turn out, but either way, here it is. Okay, so another lesson with telephoto lenses in deep woods. You can also find a really strong subject that just kind of takes over everything and becomes your main target. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm going to use the telephoto-ness to blur everything else out. Not 100% sure this is, oh God, almost knocked my camera over. Okay, so not 100% sure this is what I'm going for, but this is roughly the composition I'm after, trying to get that stump in there nicely. Okay, well that makes it time to shoot this. So I am gonna zoom in a hair, or actually no, I don't want to zoom in. I'm gonna use 70 millimeters. So yeah, sticking with 70 millimeters on this one, it should be right about the composition I just showed. Okay, there we go. We officially have that shot. So here it is, and hope you like it. And here we are with my next tip about using a telephoto lens in the woods. So this is, keep your composition simple. The simpler, the better. With a telephoto lens, that matters immensely more than with a wide angle. So I'll show you what I got going on here. So this is roughly what I have, and if you'll notice, it's really just simple and clear. You got this flower, and then there is literally nothing else in the frame. So what this does is it just makes that flower stand out so much. And we're gonna get on shooting this. So it looks like I'm at ISO 100, f4, and 1/20th of a second. Okay, there it is. We got our shot, and here it is. Okay, so I feel like this is probably going to be my last tip here. I guess other than the obvious, you can use a telephoto lens to shoot some birds or animals or fun stuff like that, which is always, it's really nice to have one along just for that purpose. But as far as actual landscape photos, it is nice to be able to shoot things that you can't necessarily get to. Like, as you notice, I got this little, or I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little mushroom kind of over there. And I really like the composition I've got, but with a wide-angle lens, it would be extremely hard to get in there and actually compose this, so using a telephoto lens allows you to be farther back to get some compositions you wouldn't normally be able to get. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I got going on here with this mushroom. I got it just nice and centered in the frame. It is so bright and colorful and just stands out. I absolutely love it. Okay, well, with all that being said, I'm gonna get to shooting here. So, staying with ISO 100, just adjust my composition just a hair. So rolling with f4 and 1/4 of a second. There we go, this should turn out good. So got that, and I will share it with you right now. Okay, well I think that is going to wrap up this photography adventure here. Looks like I hit a loop and I'm on my way back to the car. So with that being said, I hope everyone got some value out of this. And remember, base things if you're using a telephoto lens in the wood. Be sure to use aperture to your advantage and use that blur. It'll a telephoto lens will be awesome if you take advantage of that in your woodland shots. Also, remember, it'll allow you to get compositions you wouldn't normally be able to get by reaching out farther. And also remember, when you're using a telephoto lens, to be sure to keep your compositions simple. Simplicity is great in photography in a lot of ways, but with telephoto, I would say it matters even more so. It's really easy to get your scene way too cluttered. And don't forget to shoot pictures of animals, birds, flowers, you know, the tiny stuff. The tiny stuff is beautiful when shot with a telephoto lens. It'll give you that perspective you just can't physically get with a wide angle. So that would be my recommended uses for a telephoto lens in the woods. And as I said, if you found this useful, definitely be sure to smash that like button and leave a comment if there's anything you'd like to see on the channel. I'm more than happy to answer questions or yeah, pretty much anything else. Leave a comment, just let me know how you're doing. But with that being said, I hope I will see everyone next time, and be sure to check out one of the videos I've got posted here, and they should be a recommended good next video for you that will hopefully be useful. But till next time, later.